In a kingdom led astray by King Ahab, the lone prophet Elijah strode into the royal court, unafraid. His rough-hewn clothes were a stark contrast to the opulence of the palace, but his presence commanded an authority that outshone the king's own. He stood, resolute and fearless, before the throne of the lavishly dressed but visibly uneasy King Ahab. The silence in the chamber thick with tension. The court held its breath, sensing this was no ordinary petition. With unwavering courage, he looked the king in the eye and declared a drought upon the land, a direct challenge to Ahab's authority and his false god Baal. "As the Lord, the God of Israel, lives whom I serve," Elijah proclaimed, "there will be neither dew nor rain in the next few years except at my word." His voice, though not loud, echoed with the finality of divine judgment. Ahab's face contorted from shock to pure rage, but before he could command his guards, the prophet was gone, leaving the king to confront the terrifying silence and the prophecy that would soon scorch his entire kingdom. 3 years later, they met again. The land was a parched and desolate wasteland, a testament to the power of Elijah's God. "Is that you, you troubler of Israel?" Ahab demanded, his voice laced with bitterness and desperation. But Elijah's courage had not wavered. He stood his ground, meeting the king's glare with an intensity born of conviction. "It is not I who have troubled Israel," he answered, his voice ringing with righteous power, "but you and your father's family, by forsaking the commandments of the Lord and by following the Baals." Elijah's courage culminated on Mount Carmel, where he challenged Ahab and his 450 prophets of Baal before the entire nation, proving God's supreme power. He proposed a test: 2 bulls, 2 altars, but no fire. The God who answered with fire from heaven would be declared the one true God. After hours of the prophets of Baal crying out to no avail, Elijah called upon the Lord. In a breathtaking display of divine might, fire descended from heaven, consuming the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and even the water in the trench, proving Elijah's words true and sealing the fate of the false prophets.